Yo, we back again, man. It's Nicholas R, man. The boy Shermville, everything. You know the drill, man. It's the Thought Party podcast, man, and we back for another episode. Back for you, man. Sherm, how you been, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I feel like my productivity is kind of intertwining with my well-being, so that's a very good sign that I'm on the right direction. Because I used to just be chilling, you know what I'm saying? And I think that I was talking to my brother about this too, not too long ago. And I think that it's about kind of like a balance, but there's also more that we can do that we just don't do. So I'm kind of finding that,
Okay.
and it's dope, man. That's a good feeling. What
That's
about you
what's
though?
up, man. That's what's up. I'm good, bro. I'm just chilling, man. Just been running errands all day and everything like that. So,
No.
but it's all good, man. I'm here to work, man. So, shoot. If this is your first time hearing this, you about to witness. You know the rest, man. It's the Thought Party podcast. Join the party, man.
Yes.
Open table conversations, man. And this week's topic, we're gonna get to in a minute, but I got them black facts for you. Black facts, black facts, black facts. So, um, I thought this was interesting. I was gonna hit y'all with something else, but I just thought this was interesting as hell. When I seen it, I was like, yo, hold on. So let me tell you. Yo, Samuel L. Jackson. He was expelled from Morehouse, right? Because he held up the board of trustees, including Martin Luther King
Wow.
Sr., Martin Luther King Sr., at gunpoint until they agreed to hire more black staff. So his mom's was like, yo, you're going to be appointed interest for the FBI. You got to go. Shipped him off to LA. He started acting. So I thought that was hilarious when I
Yeah,
seen it. I was like, "That's crazy." Yeah. So
that's
Samuel L.
dope.
Jackson, real life is crazy, but he was standing up for something. Man. He wanted more black folks in the staff at Morehouse, man.
That's
So,
dope.
hey,
That's
man,
dope.
that's real.
You know
Shout
what's
out to
funny?
Samuel L.
Yeah, shout out to Sam for that, man. It's crazy how that kind of correlates with how he's been on screen too. You
Facts.
know
That's
what
what
I'm
I'm
saying?
saying. Like, is he really crazy? Like, you don't know. Like, yeah, he's wild. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts. I like that. I like that though. That's funny.
Yes, sir. So today, man, the question of the day or the week or the topic of the day or the week is going to be, can black people be racist? Now, to my knowledge, I don't believe black people can be racist, and I will tell you why. I mean, in certain aspects of it, yeah, but like racism is deeper than just not liking you because you're white, or not liking you because you're black, or not liking you because you're Chinese. Being racist is like literally holding that person back because they're black, because they're white, because they're Asian, or what have you. So, black people, I just feel like we're not in the position enough to say, "Hey, your kids can't go here because they white," or "Hey, your kids can't live here. Y'all can't live here because y'all white. Y'all can't get a job here because you're white." You know what I'm saying? There's very few um places and very few things that we can hold white people back from or other races. So I just feel like racism is that exactly. Like racism affects us because we can't get certain jobs because we're black. Racism affects us because we can't go to certain schools because we're black. We can't live in certain neighborhoods because we're black. All that is it affecting us in our living, uh, how we just communicate, how we do just live our everyday life. Going to school, how we learning, what we're learning, um, just like shit from what we eat, everything. Because like the grocery stores, the good grocery stores is on the west side of town, and you know what I'm saying, we got whatever over here. So like we just gotta either travel all the way out there or pick up the scraps and give what we get. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like racism it's a power, something that people control. They can control everything around you with it, like where you go to school at, where you work at, where you live, where your kids go to school, where you shop, anything, just where you live, period, where you live your everyday life. That's what racism is. It's being able to affect that because of whatever race.
Okay.
What you think, brother?
I think so. My thoughts is that yes, you can be racist and black, and I'm grateful that we kind of have, because I feel like
Mm,
last few weeks we have been kind of agreeing a lot, and I'm
that's
grateful that
facts.
we can kind of have a
Yeah,
different kind of perspective on things.
facts.
Just so people feel comfortable opening up, because if we both agree and then we say, hey, yo, what do y'all think? They're gonna feel like they're gonna get ganged up on if they have a different thoughts.
Right.
Possibly. I can't, I'm not reading everybody's mind, but so I want to say this. I think that I think the difference I can tell right away, the difference between my opinion and your opinion is that we just have different definitions of the word. So it's not like, I'm not saying they don't exist. It's not like you saying they do exist only or whatever, but there is definitely, to me, a different definition. And what that is like you said, what you said it wasn't ultimately is what I think it is just disliking somebody or having um just a distaste or whatever, just specifically off someone's race. And I correlate that definition with sexism, and which you can do that too, based on what you were saying. The racism is just all these different demographics are kind of put in their own group. Racism is definitely something that can very um, directly be impacted with well, I guess it all kind of fits together. Both our arguments, as I'm trying to compare them, as I'm saying it, like it all kind of fits. Like there's definitely a group of individuals who can definitely alter how things are going in the country. I do think, however, that a black person disliking a white person for the fact that they're white, even though they can't necessarily do anything about it on the grand scheme of things, is racist to me, only because race in itself is the issue, not necessarily what can be done about it. And I think that systematic racism is kind of a terminology that people use to kind of describe what people can do about how they feel about it. Like if I'm a boss at a place and I don't like somebody, I can have them doing the stupid ass jobs or whatever the case may be. But that the reason I'm doing that is because I am racist, not that if I didn't have that position and I felt the same way about them, that I'm not racist because I can't do nothing about it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But if there's any holes
I
in that,
feel you.
please let me know, man. Cause I like this a lot. Like the opposing thoughts. This is dope.
Yeah, I was listening back and I was like, bro, we don't never have we ain't ever going to skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp at each other. That's
Right.
crazy.
Yeah.
But no, like I mean, I feel what you're saying. I do, like I said, it's I guess different definitions of what racism is, like you said, the systematic racism and the institutional racism and stuff like that. Like that can directly impact, but that's the root of what racism is to me. Like, and I feel you what you're saying. Like, I guess a black person could dislike a white person so much and feel like, I mean, not necessarily do anything to spite them out of living anywhere. I mean, I guess if a black person did own something, he could be like, nah, y'all ain't gonna be over here because y'all white. This just facts. This is my shit and whatever. But like, I mean, I guess that would be classified as racism. So I mean, just given the two, I guess, different definitions of it, if it goes deeper into the systematic and the institutional racism, that's when it's kind of different because you know what I'm saying, the powers that be are gonna have they way majority of the time.
You know what's odd though, and what kind of makes me think about it a little bit more is I remember a very specific quote by Jordan Peele, who I follow pretty closely, based on his work outside of comedy, with the horror stuff. He has the Monkey Paw Productions is his joint with the Get Out and Us, and I think
Mhm.
Twilight Zone even is under that. He said he specifically quoted that. I don't want to get the quote messed up, but ultimately what he was saying is that he cast black leads in his movies because he's seen a million movies with white leads, and he didn't say it in a way to me that was like racist.
Right.
It was more about him trying to kind of, I guess, fight for our side of it, because you don't
Right.
see a lot of black leads in most movies. And even when you do, it's always some bullshit or whatever, which is a discussion I really want to get into soon, because I think that would be a good discussion as far as entertainment, not the system, entertainment industry and shit like that. But for now, as far as the racism goes, I think that it can be balanced, because here's the thing, I guess is what I mean. Like, it can look like it's racist, even if the act is the exact same thing, but it comes down to the motive and where the person got the core idea from. Like,
Right.
if I don't want to hire you or do work with you because you white, then that's an issue. But if you just ain't really good at it, if are just a horrible person, that goes into black businesses as well. I have a theory about white people kind of constructing, like, actually, I say theory, we talked about this shit. I think it was the first episode, bro. We talked about professionalism and how white people came and kind of decided what business and professionalism and shit is. I think it's harder to some people to work with black people because they aren't as savvy to what is supposed to be taking place in businesses. So it becomes like, I don't want to work with them because they're not going to do it right, kind of thing. And that can kind of be snuck into. That's why it's so subtle, and it's like all these episodes kind of weave together, because it's almost like you don't necessarily try to be that kind of way, but some people are trying to be that way, but it all looks the same, so you can't really argue it to the way you want to.
It's hard to pinpoint, because like I could have a business, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna put all my niggas on.
Right.
That's just what I'm gonna do. Like, even if I
Shut
have
it.
a son, like, I seen a question and it was like, yo, if you have 2 applicants for one job that you need filled, and one of the applicants is your son, he don't got no experience, none whatsoever, and this other dude, let's just call him white for just the sake of the argument.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's well qualified, he well overqualified. Like, he can have your job if you want. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Who you gonna get a job to? And to me, the answer was, I'm gonna give it to my son. I'm putting you on. That's what they gonna do.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily take that as racism though, but like, it's kind of how you pinpoint, like you said, it's how you pinpoint. You can't really tell, like, oh man, he didn't hire me because he just went and hired his son. Like, I would have did that same thing. Not gonna lie to you, man. I'm put my family on. You gonna learn everything, so you can run this. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you're supposed to do. So like, in those instances, it's kind of hard. Like you said, it is hard to pinpoint if they being racist or if they just like, I'm just looking out for my family or looking out for whoever it is.
And when you can even broaden that same exact point out to, I'm looking out for my race. If you are really down for the cause like that, for real, like, I'm looking out for black people, and that I'm the same way. Like, it's like, bro, like, I'm not, if I can get somebody in here that's black, that can do whatever I need done, that's literally A on the list. Like, I'm not going through a bunch of other shit. Like, that's where I'm trying to go first. And I'm not in a position to be hiring people and do all this shit, but I can tell how I operate now. As you was on here, I got my brother, my man's Casey on the other joint. I mean, shit like that. Even the people I follow on Twitch, when I'm doing that kind of shit, there's a lot of black people on there. And it's not necessarily because I don't like white people. That's silly. But I think that there is a level of, like, we need some catching up to do, and that's in my mind. And I think that I got to do my part, because if I'm in a position to, as this grows and as this expands, I'm going to need to start bringing some people on. But there's a lot of people who don't have the chance to have those opportunities because of what we just discussed about professionalism, shit like that, and being overlooked just because you looked a certain way or shit like that. And we're not playing that on my end. So that's why I'm always reaching out to black people, like, yo, let's do this, let's do that. But there is a caution, I think, that in my heart, I try to have to check myself and make sure that I don't necessarily have the 2 applicants, black and white. That's not usually that cut and dry of a decision to make. But if it was, like, what would I do and why would I do it? And it goes back to, just taking care of us, because ain't nobody else doing it. And like you said it perfectly. They do it too. They say, they take care of the family, but at the end of the day, they try and keep the money in that circle. And if ain't nobody gonna help me out, so you know what I'm saying? Like, in that aspect, ain't nobody finna be like, oh, we finna bring Sherman. Like, I ain't never got that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to do my part in making sure that I bring other people in to kind of help on my side of it, so I could be part of the solution instead of just complaining about the problem.
Yeah, for sure, man. But does that make you racist though?
Is
that like a racist stance? I don't know.
Right.
Honestly, I'm thinking, nah. But like that's just my first instinct. Like, I don't know. that's up to the listeners, man. Y'all go ahead and comment if we wrong for that, or
Right.
if that's racist, then let us know. I mean, I don't really, if it's wrong or not, I'm not really looking for that answer, but like, is that, I don't think it is. I don't think it classifies as racism, because I feel like if if I did know somebody of another race that wanted to do, and I was able to hire them and they could do the job very well, I'm gonna put them on too. I'm gonna look out for them too. But I can't be looked at wrong, or maybe I can be looked at wrong for just being like, yo, I'm finna look out for my brother first, or I'm finna look out for so and so first, yo. You know what I'm saying? I used to be a manager at a pizza joint, and I like really would just come up to like all young folks that I knew, like, hey, you got a little sister, man. Tell her to apply, man. Put her on, man. I love to do that. I was like definitely like, oh yeah, she needed. We'll go ahead and interview her, man. She need the
Right.
job. I
Right.
love doing that. And
Yeah.
it's like these teenage kids' first job. You know what I'm saying? They learning how to, oh, I'm getting paid every week. I'm working. I gotta show up to work. They learning, you know what I'm saying, work ethic and all that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just give them a chance, put them on, and see what they
And
do. Like, of course they gon', you know what I'm saying, be teenagers and mess up every now and then, but like just put them on, let them know, you know what I'm saying, that they can get a job. You know what I'm saying? That just that little step, you never know, could just catapult them, and sky's the limit.
precisely, bro. I believe that all day. And I think that what you said about messing up is definitely important, because that's actually what I was about to say too. After you had just said that, and you kind of reiterated what I was about to say, because I think that um I don't know how to word this, but ultimately, if they mess up under you, you can guide them. Versus if
Mhm.
they mess up under someone white or someone who hired them for whatever, it may look a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like they may not have what you have in you that's going to help you
Right.
be like, hey, you just messed this up, or hey, let me holler at you real quick. You did this, you did that. We can do
Mhm.
this better next time. Like they may not have that grace outside of our culture. And especially if you had the heart to put them on for that specific reason of, trying to bring them in and give them experience, that's going to be part of the experience is them messing up. Like if they just jumped in and didn't make no mistakes, that's a whole different situation. But a lot of times we talk about teenagers, just young people, who I believe is who we need to be taking care of, definitely now. um there's going to be
Right.
mistakes, there's going to be problems, there's going to be, what I'm saying, and that's just how it's going to be. But if they mess up under you, like you could pull them aside, had a discussion, versus they mess up under somebody else and it's on their resume and they may get fired. They all scared, and I'm saying, it's like all this anxiety about, well, what's the boss going to do? Like that's not how nobody want to be. That's not how you want to feel. So don't make other people feel like that. You know what I'm saying? At least that's my perspective on it.
Yeah, man, I feel you, man. It's you just gotta, look out for us, like you said. Look out for us, man. I don't think that's being racist, man. And you looking out for y'all, like that's any race. If you looking out for your people and you white, if you looking out for your people and you Asian, because you go into them Asian shops or them Asian food places, ain't nothing but they people working in there.
Yep.
You go to
Yep.
them Arab places, man, ain't nothing but they people working in there, man. And to
Man.
me, to me, that's a blueprint, man. To
Hmm.
me, that's a blueprint. These people came from other countries 9 times out of 10, and they came up, set up shop. I'm putting my brother on, man. I'm putting my son on. I'm putting my son on. He can work cash register, you stock, boom, boom, all money. It's all ours. Man, we ain't going outside of nothing. Like, I don't know, man. It seemed like a blueprint to me.
No, you know what, man, you just opened up my mind to all that, because you're right. You dead ass right. Like every time I go in there, it's always the same race, the same people, which I always admire. But growing up, you see that and you don't think about it in that way. You just always go and
Mhm.
associate them kind of places with those kind of people, which I'm not. It's kind of hard to say that without sounding racist, but y'all know I'm not her tripping. But it's funny because you just said when you said um they all came from different places. I was like, wow, that's true. It's crazy, but we got drug here. So it's like we got brought here and then got told to disband almost, and not have no unity and not have no kind of trust amongst each other. And then other people came from other places and that was already in there. And then including the white people who disbanded us in the first place, they doing they they sticking together too. So it's like it's almost like this argument is only not fair, but only applicable to the black culture because everyone else is together. And it's always us that has to work towards unity. And that's just really eye-opening, man. When you really put it that way, that's crazy. It never hit me
I
like
feel
that.
like, man, it always go back, man. It's all a part of a plan, man. It's all a part of a plan. They disband us for that reason because they don't want us to do what they do. They
Mm,
don't want us to, man, have own a shop and have nothing but black folks working in there, have nothing but your family in there working. They don't want that, man, because they know, like, when they say the black owned or the black dollar or whatever, you know what I'm saying, spending in black places and stuff like that, because if it stays in the black community, then we doing something. That's
mhm.
how we start. That's how we start. So like, just shop black, man. If you black, shop black. If you white, shop white. If you
Eh,
Asian, shop Asian, because that's what they gonna do.
yeah,
That's what y'all gonna do anyway. So and to me, I don't feel like it's a racial thing. That's just what you prefer, man. I mean, 9 times out of 10, you gonna have to end up buying something. You gonna want Chinese food one night.
you're right. Yeah,
You gonna want some Mexican food one night. You gonna want something franchised or whatever that a white man may own. You know what I'm saying? And just like they gonna come fuck with us too.
hmm,
You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. Just, try to keep your black dollars black as they can be. And you know what I'm saying? You can do that, man. Like, it's a lot of black owned businesses, man. There's so many things that you could just looking up stuff, man. They got everything, man, for real. Like laundry detergent to light bulbs to Q-tips, band-aids, food, of course, you know what I'm
hmm,
saying? So like, just doing that, just striving to be together, coming together. It's hard because like the system made us this way to where we act like, oh, we don't need each other, or we against each other, or we got to go work for the man.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So like, it's just hard, man. Just get together, man. Just come together, man. For real, for real. That's what they do. So do
that
what they.
is.
If we did what they did,
Oh yeah, we be bro.
man, it'd be so powerful, man. It'd be
Yeah,
so powerful. Like I said, racism is a power.
yeah,
So the
yeah.
fact that they able to do that, if we got our own stuff, we got our own towns, villages, and everything. They would nobody be able to mess with us, man. And
Hmm.
we be on, man. And everybody, I feel like the world will be a better place. I feel like if y'all had your own thing, we have our own thing. Of course, coming, not that's not segregated up, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, oh, y'all can't even come up in here, but like that's where we be at. That's where they hang out at. That's where they shops is. Come hang with us. Come get some food. Come get whatever it is we selling, man. Just like we gonna come to y'all and get whatever it is. Just I don't know.
You
I feel
brought
like
it.
I
Oh
go
my
ahead.
bad. I was gonna say you know I see what you're saying though with the power and the racism and things like that. Um, it makes me think of a very frustrating situation that I learned about, which I'm sure you know, which is what people call Black Wall Street back in the day, and just
Mm,
hearing about what took place with all that. And what's really frustrating is that there's a lot of people who tell us, even black people sometimes, even when they make it and they get a lot of money, they say, why don't you just do it yourself, or just make this or make that? But what's frustrating is those people did do that, and it was thriving and it was doing well, and then they got attacked, and there's been no what's the word when they give back, not repercussions, reparations. Thank you.
mm,
Yeah, there's been no reparations or no nothing to kind of build that and make that come back, and we all kind of been uh just kind of told not to trust each other. So then that's why I believe our money goes to all these other cultures and all these other people, as if we aren't creative, as if we don't have product. And that it just really gets on my nerves, because I think that people don't fully understand how difficult it is to build something. So
yeah.
I got lights in here, I got a can, what I'm saying? Like if someone real, I mean, just put myself in that position, right? If somebody came here and just took my shit, like what would I do? What I'm saying? Like, unless I'm waiting for the government, the white man or whatever, to give me another stimulus, or go to work and wait for the white man to give me another check, I'm sitting here without no shit. So they pretty much had that kind of happen to them. where they was grinding and working and thriving, actually doing well, and then somebody came and just burned it down, and no one gave a fuck. And I was like, how can we do something about something like that? Nothing, I think, as extreme may or may not take place. It's kind of hard to say it will never happen. But I think that things will happen differently if it took place. I think it wouldn't be, that was definitely a little bit a different time. People are a little bit, and I don't want to disrespect the people who went through that, like they cowards or something like that. It wasn't that. It was definitely just a different time. And who knows who did what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like history is winning by, what they call the winners. So somebody may have just went off, and you know what I'm saying, we'd never know, because they had to have certain people writing the papers and history books and shit like that. But I just remember that happening, man. It was really, I remember I heard about it really late too. Of course, we talked about that shit not being taught in school. So I had to kind of find out, so, in the roundabout way. And I was like, man, like, even if we did grind, what we make, they take, and then they steal and make it their own, and then charge us for it. And then we get told to just do it again, just do it again, just do it again. And it's just really frustrating to be on that side of it.
Mhm.
When but black businesses are thriving. There's a lot of stuff online and shit like that. And I definitely want to get back into shouting out black businesses. I meant to write a list. I got it on my to-do list. Trust me, I'm working on it. But I got a list of black businesses that I'm kind of building to do ads for. Not no, I'm not charging them. They there ain't no money exchanging. I'm just find a black business online and tell y'all about it, because I think that this is something that we as a culture don't do as much, like just doing something for somebody because we need to support, or we want to support, not even need to, like we want to support. Like I know what you I know, like some of the laundry detergent, the laundry detergent company, there's a phone company, there's a million shits, and I think that we just don't have enough eyes on it. So I want to do my part and just
Right.
sharing that with the people. So definitely be looking out for that in the coming weeks.
Yeah, man. That's facts, man. You just went deep for real with the Black Wall Street shit. I feel like, yeah, man, like that did get it just like taken away from us, man. And it's unfortunate that it happened, but who to say we kill no shit like that again, build it better and stronger, and like have some foundation on it. People gonna hate. Of course, that's everywhere. But what black people need to stop doing is hating on black owned businesses, man. Stop going on Yelp and all that other shit when you have a bad experience with them, because you ain't gonna go on Yelp and cuss out McDonald's.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like keep these black man, and stop shooting them down. Maybe let them know like, hey man, like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't like my service today, but like I'm gonna keep coming back. I ain't gonna bash y'all because y'all gonna keep coming back to McDonald's, man. So like,
Mhm.
just even if something do crazy happen, just keep that to yourself, because like it's not super duper. Anything can happen. Mistakes can happen anywhere. So like they're not no big super big corporation to where it's like just supposed to be ran by a machine. These is actually real people. You know what I'm saying? Real people in our neighborhoods, and they are color, and they're our people. You know what I'm saying? So fuck with them, and don't be so hard on them. You know what I'm saying? Like just grow with them, man.
Yeah, I believe that 100%, man. It's funny. You just remind me of a I guess situation. I don't know what else to call it, but Master P, of course, has been grinding. I'm sure if you're on social media, you've been seeing him just working different aspects. He um is just doing all the things. He got the clothes, he got the food in the stores. I'm grateful to see more food out, because I was a little bit. It's kind of hard to tell. And then when you like the whole thing with Aunt Mama and what was the other one? Some other one. And
Benz and all that.
oh, Uncle, yeah, Uncle Ben, which is crazy. If you think about the names, that's a whole different shit. I'm not trying to open this door up, but the whole aunt and uncle shit, like trying to
Yeah,
relate to us in some kind of way. Both the motherfuckers
yeah.
was white companies, and didn't nobody know. At least I shouldn't say didn't
Mhm.
nobody. I for sure shit don't. I didn't, because I don't go to the store and like look up a black, take the thing and look at the back. Is this black owned? Is that black owned? But Uncle Ben, his face been on the shit since I've been a kid. You know what I'm saying? Right next to
Right.
fucking cream of wheat and all that shit. So I don't think, I think that if they used a black, in my logic tell me even now, like if they racist, why would you use a black face? But then now I know why. And it becomes a marketing point to kind of relate to us and seem like family, which is the aunt and uncle thing, which is not a coincidence to me. So, anyways, I don't want to get onto that shit. What I was trying to say was, Master P been grinding, and he put out the noodles, the Rap Snack noodles, and people was tripping about like how much sodium's in that, how much sodium is in that. But bro, we've been eating noodles for years, bro. Like
Eating top ramen for years, man, killing niggas, killing themselves over that shit. But
straight up, yeah. And I ain't never heard not one person say how much sodium's in this shit. They put the shit on the back. You know how much sodium's in it. You know you fucking yourself up, and you don't care.
right.
But when Master P do it, then all of a sudden we want to know. And I think, and it's crazy because you can be that level of celebrity and still deal with that kind of shit. So I guess just a word to the people, and even just mentally, kind of subconsciously to myself, even if I just got to make sure that I'm not doing it too. Is like we got to start trusting each other, because it's not about someone trying to come up on you or someone trying to do something to you. It's like we're all trying to gain, we're all trying to build, but we putting out these. And once it's on social media, you put a comment up, it's there. So people scrolling, some people go straight to the comments. They start reading shit, and that they use that to influence themselves, which is a whole different situation. You need to start thinking for yourself, but stay at the fucking comments. Decide what you want to know on your own. Quit trying to go through the comments to figure out what you want to believe. That don't make no sense, y'all. But people put shit in the comments. Yo, how much salt is too much salt. It's like, bro, like you don't give no fuck about no motherfucking salt. Quit playing. And that shit was getting my fucking nerves, bro. I was so mad about that, yo. So let's trust each other. Let's realize that not everybody got it in for you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying go out, be naive, and just trust whoever, but take some time for some discernment. Like look at their situation, or what makes you think they trying to come after you. Master P don't need your money. You know what I'm saying? Like he been rich for years. Since I was a child, he been rich.
To me, he putting on to me with the Rap Snap noodles. He just trying to make affordable shit, black owned affordable shit, instead of fucking with the top ramen all the time. Ramen been eating off them dollar noodles for the longest, fam. Like,
bro,
they've been going crazy. Like people buying by the bundle. Like by you would think niggas go to Sam's as much as they got them. You know what I'm
You're
saying?
right. Yeah.
As deep as they come. You know what I'm saying? But to me, he just trying to make an affordable snack where you can just go get something. It's like, oh man, everybody love noodles.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody need just a little struggle snack or a struggle meal every once in a while, some budget gourmet, and go ahead and get you some, you know what I'm saying, some Rap Snack noodles, and it's black owned. You giving back, you keeping your dollars black. And I don't see nothing wrong with that, man. So,
Yeah, me
I
neither,
mean, but
man.
like you said, everybody's gonna hate on something, man. Everybody's gonna find something to say about whatever it is. So
I definitely just think
that's
people need to think for themselves, man. Like, cause that shit about the comments, even as I was saying, I would get pissed off. Like, I feel like that mindset, and that's why I think Twitter is pretty much nothing but comments, really. And you go in there, and it's like people don't know how to think for themselves. They go find what's popular and lean towards that, and that's gonna get y'all fucked up. Not, of course, not by me, but I'm just saying, like in general, y'all mindset is gonna be shifted by just what's popular. And unfortunately, we live in a
right.
culture, or not in a culture. We live in a country where they don't always make black people popular. It's not always that. So you being crafted in that way is just kind of shaping your mind to kind of do that, and that's not good. So I don't want to preach at y'all. That's not what this is for. But I definitely want to encourage thought, and that's what this is for. So definitely let us know in the comments what you feel. I want to know for real. And this, so man, I'm so grateful that we had a dialogue that we didn't agree. And me and you didn't start boxing, or you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right,
man,
right, right.
fuck you. And I flipped my shit.
We should have went Stephen A and Max Kellerman on that. We should have like really just been like, yo, man, we're gonna have to might have to put that in the script or something, man. That's crazy. But yeah,
Yeah.
man, I liked how the dialogue was. Well, I feel this way. I feel that way, and it was cool. Like that's what the thought party is about, man. Just come, scoot up a chair, man, join the party, and just uh, you know what I'm saying, put yourself in the dialogue, man. Put out your opinions, and ain't nobody here to fight. Nobody here to disrespect anybody. You know what I'm saying? We just out here saying our opinions, man, and what we believe in and how we feel. So
Yeah.
y'all can do the same, man. It's just our opinion. It's just my opinion. Don't kill me. It's just my opinion. That's how I feel about it, man. And like we said, we kind of backtrack some, going back into our previous episodes, so go binge them. You know what I'm saying? We getting better with time. So if you go back and be like, what what's going on? We getting better with time. So
Mhm.
just keep rocking with us, man. Join the party, man. And you know what I'm saying? Don't be scared to tell people what you think, man.
Yeah,
That's how I
and
feel.
please know that, man. I personally watch this social media, so anything you post, I'm keeping an eye on, not to scare you, but to make sure that ain't nobody in there trying to fuck with you or bringing shit up that, you know what I'm saying. Like if it gets too hostile, I'll shut it down. You'll see me in there pretty quick. So don't feel scared to put in there what you think. They ain't nobody finna come at you or try to shape you into their beliefs. So just please keep that in mind when you put shit in there, because it ain't about winning somebody over one way or another. As you can hear by this dialogue, we're just discussing. It's just
Right.
thoughts. You know what I'm saying? So please feel free to put in there whatever you want, please. So I'm good, man.
Yes,
You got anything
sir,
else for the
man. It's
people?
another episode. I don't know what. No, man. I think that's it, man. It's a wrap. I don't know what episode number this is, man, but hey, man. Like I said earlier, been just get to know us, man. I'm Nicholas R. That's at Nicholas Ruler on Instagram, Royal Ruler on Twitter. So follow me there. And Shermanville, everything, you know the drill, man. So follow the
Amen.
boy, man. Join the party. We'll see y'all next week, man. We out of here.
Peace.
Peace.